Hey!
Happy Monday, friends.
How's it going? I was just watching this, and I was watching our buddy Rob from Cause Effects Cosplay. Yeah. I love it when he does his...
He does a good job being Marty. He does a good job of being everything.
I have yet to see that man do something bad.
He just put together a new Green Goblin from the latest Spider-Man movie.
And he's been teasing and teasing. Yeah. It's so
He's got the look for it, you know?
So good. He's got that strong jaw and that stern brow.
Absolutely.
Yes. In fact, the year anniversary of our visit with them, it just popped up.
Has it already been a year?
It's already been a year. They are so busy, and they are such amazing people.
Yeah, we caught them in a lull when things were quiet. It was in the middle of everything.
Right, and now everything is open.
And now we can't get together. We kept meaning to get back together, and they're out there doing it.
We love you, Rob and Kyla. You guys are amazing, and we want to hang out with you more. But you know, we all
life, man.
Life,
you know?
We get it.
Especially with these gas prices, like they live up north. We can't make it up north. So.
I can't afford to visit you. I'm sorry.
Right.
Oh, we got some friends here.
So Rachel's here. Hello, Rachel. Friend Matt. Thanks for being here. And we got Maura. Hello.
Maura. Yes.
Thanks for being here. It's a chill day today. So for those of you who do live here in Florida, which is a couple of you guys, it's the beginning of spring break.
We had some weird ass weather the past couple of days. It was regular Florida warm.
Yeah.
And then overnight, like it does in the springtime, we had a big old cold front come in, and it got really cold. So everybody's sinuses are all like trying to figure out what to do.
So I've got this weird thing that like when I bend over to pet the rabbit, like it feels like I have water in the back of my nose, like when I went swimming. So it's weird, like watery sinus thing going on.
That's gross. Nobody wants to hear it.
I'm not like, it's not leaking. It's just like weird pressure back there. That's what it is. Poor Mike just showed up. Hello, friend.
Matt says, I virtually live in Florida.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time in Miami, don't you?
He spends a lot more time in the Florida. We're in fake Florida.
I went to Miami one time, and it doesn't even really count because I was just at the airport. Or did we stay in a hotel?
We stayed overnight in Fort Lauderdale. We were going on a cruise. It was actually our honeymoon, and we
landed in Miami.
We landed in Miami. We drove to Fort Lauderdale to take the cruise port.
That's when we lived in St. Louis. Yeah, that was for our honeymoon. So we still being in Florida for the past 10 years. I've still never been back to Miami. Yeah. Like from what I understand, the traffic is just a nightmare, and that's what I'm afraid of. I'll be there next week. Miami Music Week. Oh, dang.
Oh, Maura's got jokes. She said, when I bend over to pet the rabbit, pretty sure Jessica Rabbit said the exact same thing.
Hey-o. Hey-o.
You know. I'm 7.
There's a convention in Florida or in Miami I always want to go to.
He's going to Miami Music Week.
Yeah. Florida SuperCon is coming up, and I would like to attend there, but at the same time, I don't know my way around Miami. So.
Eventually, yes. We're not.
It's only 4 hours away.
For being vloggers
3.5 hours away.
Adventurers, we don't get out much.
Yeah.
We are just fakes, guys.
Until gas prices drop, you can expect to see a lot more of us at home too.
Yeah, amen to that. But that's all right. It is what it is.
We went to Epcot yesterday. It was the Food and Wine Festival. No, Flower and Garden Festival. Sorry. Yes.
He just skates over it, and it's my favorite.
It's her favorite one. Yes.
I love the
It's very pretty.
The topiaries are just stunning, and all of the flowers. They had an orchid garden.
Yeah, it's
outside the Mexico
Pavilion. Yeah.
And I mean, I grow orchids. I have like 2 orchids, but these are just hundreds of orchids just everywhere, and they're stunningly beautiful this year.
Right. You know what?
Matt wants to go to Miami.
If you will meet me at Florida SuperCon, I'll just go to attend because apparently it's like one of the biggest ones besides MegaCon in Florida.
All right.
So let me figure this out, Matt, and we'll figure it out. All right.
Translation: let me ask my wife.
But also tell them why we were actually at Epcot yesterday, not for the festival necessarily.
We were celebrating my birthday.
That's right. Gretchen's birthday is tomorrow.
Yes.
So we were having a special birthday dinner. And we went to
the San Aniel Inn.
It's in the Mexico Pavilion in the big Aztec or Mayan temple. Is it Aztec or Mayan? We had this conversation yesterday.
I believe we decided it was Aztec.
Yes. In the big temple inside the Mexico Pavilion.
So pretty. And said if I didn't want to go back to Disney, I would have stolen an orchid.
Yeah.
They were huge.
They were right there. You could
blooms were like
just
this.
Pluck them right out.
They were absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Anne and Everly and Alex all went with us.
Happy birthday. Oh, Mike's was on Saturday. Happy birthday, Mike.
Thank you. Yes, all day tomorrow I will let people know about the Ides of March.
Uh-huh. The death of Julius Caesar. And Xena Princess Warrior.
The death of Xena Princess, Xena Warrior Princess. Those all happened. I am been partying for my birthday for like 3 freaking days, man.
Yeah, right.
Matt, I got plenty of palate cleanser in here, thanks to you. And words are hard. Y'all just gonna have to deal with me.
So all we have for you guys tonight, quite literally, is just the Universal Yums box. Like I said, it's a chill night tonight.
Yes.
We're gonna hang out and just enjoy everybody's company.
So I have to share a story.
Oh, please do.
This has been on my mind all day.
Okay.
So it's spring break in Florida, guys, like we kind of mentioned. And spring break for us lasts about 6 weeks long. It's not just the 1 week long thing. You got to understand, where do people go when they go to spring break? They go to the beach, right? I work on the beach. So all of the people are at the beach. It's like playing Frogger trying to drive home from work every day because you got all these tourists just bobbing back and forth. So this one lady comes in there, but she's planning her beach wedding. Oh, lovely. She's planning her beautiful beach wedding, and she wanted her cake a specific shade of teal.
Okay.
Okay. And so I'm in the back. I'm not actually doing the consultation. I'm in the back, and my boss comes back, and she goes, she's got to get a certain color of teal. So I'm going to get a couple pieces of our teal ribbons. So she sees which ones we have, so she knows, because she wants like teal ribbons on her cake and stuff like that, right? So my boss goes out there, and the client has taken off her shoes and socks. And we're at the beach, so that's, I mean,
But in the shop?
But in the bakery, the client starts taking off her shoes and socks because she just had a pedicure and she wanted the ribbon to match her toes.
Dude, seriously.
So my boss goes back and she's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Did she have to touch her feet?
She's like, I had to like get close to this lady's feet so
after
that
she's been on the
compare.
beach. God.
So she's like in the sink washing with reckless abandon, like she's taking a shower.
That's disgusting. I would never go take a picture of your toes and then show her the freaking camera, show her the phone.
Or bring the bottle, like have them put it on like a business card or something like that, y'all. If you're going to ask for a specific color and maybe it's the color of your toenail polish, then there's no problem with that. But maybe have your nail salon put a little bit on a business card for you, or have them paint your fingers too, so like we can do this. We don't want to get close to y'all's feet, you know. We make cakes for a living.
Common sense would dictate, hey, let me take a picture of this color and show it to you on my phone.
Nope, she had the foot up in the air with the toes wiggling, and she's like,
that's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's gross and hilarious.
It is never a dull moment at spring break. I mean, what's Matt saying?
I'm flying to Columbia after Missouri for my daughter's birthday. How old is your daughter?
You're old enough to have a daughter?
Well, you're old enough to have a daughter. He's the same age as you. He's the same age as me.
I'm not old enough to have a daughter.
Yeah, same age as me, not you. You're old.
Oh! That's not very nice.
So right up front, though, I have to acknowledge the fact that the internet might be a little weird. It might get some blacking out or something.
So our internet company
just decided out of nowhere.
They sent us a brand new modem and Wi-Fi. They're like, hey, you guys have been customers for a while. We're gonna send you a new one. So we got it all set up, but now like it's a little weird.
Yeah,
so
things aren't quite the same.
If we get laggy on you, bear with us. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, his little girl's 9 years old.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a fun age. That's the age where they start
kind of coming into their own a little bit.
Developing their sass.
Yeah.
Baby girl, don't ever lose the sass.
Yes.
I love me a sassy little girl.
Right.
That's awesome. All
Very
right.
Cool.
So I'm not exactly sure which box this is.
I'm pretty sure it is February's box.
Do you think this is February's
I think it's February's.
box?
I don't think March's box that you had to pick out, I don't think it's here yet.
Okay. Well, I'll know when we open it if this is March or February.
Fair enough.
I actually
Anybody have any ideas of what they think it might be?
Yeah. So I addressed this in the last live stream, but I'll tell you again. Universal Yums plans these boxes in advance, like a year in advance. And ironically, March was supposed to be Russia.
Right.
So they gave us all the option if we wanted to continue with that or if we wanted to select something else, and we opted to select something else.
Yeah.
So I know what March's box is. But I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
So if this is the March box, I'll know as soon as I open it.
Okay.
So there's that. So
excellent.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. One of the options though, and I didn't pick that option, was the Christmas box again.
Oh.
And that was horrible. It was like
was the Christmas box the Scandinavian one?
Was like the Scandinavian.
Yeah, that one wasn't that wasn't my favorite.
It was that's a very diplomatic.
That was not my favorite. Yes.
That was
of
not
them. That was not the best.
Favorite.
Yes.
So let's see what we're getting here. Okay, so this is the March box. And
you picked France. Okay.
And I thought that would be fun, and then I would make a whole bunch of like, we are from France.
All that's a dated reference.
You know what? I am going to be 43 years old tomorrow. I'm allowed to make Coneheads references if I damn well please.
Okay, fair enough. All right. France. In 60 seconds.
Okay.
We're diving into the France box, so now we cannot. So how can we not talk about the iconic Eiffel Tower? Its 1,063-foot tall landmark was named after Gustave Eiffel, whose company built the tower as the main exhibition for the 1889 World's Fair. Believe it or not, it was originally set to be torn down 20 years later, but the addition of the antenna made it essential to the French government. Not to mention the tourism. Over 7 million people visit the Eiffel Tower each year. What you might not know, the world's first cartoon, called The Phantasmagorie, was created by Frenchman Émile Cohl back in 1908. Despite the cartoon being less than 2 minutes long, a lot happens to the stick figure protagonist. He encounters everything from a woman with a huge feathered hat to a gigantic wine bottle cannon.
That's a lot in 2 minutes.
All right.
Interesting.
From Edith Piaf to Daft Punk, hear it all on our playlist for France at universalyums.com/tunes.
I love that they give you like little playlists for your snacking joy.
The French have an expression for feeling sad.
Comment repasse sans fromage?
Oh, it's cheese. I know that one.
How do you know what fromage is, Tim?
Because the Dexter's Laboratory episode, when he spoke French, all I could say was omelette du fromage, which means cheese omelet. What you just said means like a meal without cheese. You'll be happy to know that phrase definitely does not apply to the dish below.
Wait a minute. I don't want a meal without cheese.
They have a what's a mushroom galette? Galette. It looks good. It looks like a pie.
It looks like a Dutch baby pancake with mushrooms in it.
Yeah, so they added a whole recipe here. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so when that Dexter cartoon came out, you said
omelette du fromage like 80 times a day.
You filled every sentence
with omelette
du fromage for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And every time you catch that episode, you do it again.
I do, yes.
Every time. Every time.
It's like the Teen Titans episode when all they could say was waffles.
Oh, and no, I love that.
You just answer everything with waffles.
I love that episode.
All right, guys. You want to try some trivia?
Okay.
Let's try some trivia before we crack into it.
Okay.
All right. How do you say that? Félicette.
Félicette.
Félicette is a French cat famous for, okay, going to space, eating the first macaron, painting a masterpiece, or ruining Marie Antoinette's wedding dress. This cat was famous for.
So it's the cat's name. That's not a breed of cat.
Félicette.
Oh, he's cute. He's a little black and white.
Black and white tabby looking cat. Is the cat famous for going to space, eating a macaron, the first to eat a macaron, painting a masterpiece, or ruining Marie Antoinette's wedding dress?
I'm gonna guess
Where are the answers?
going to space.
Okay,
They're down here.
Down here.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys think?
Oh, John Duarte is here.
Hey, John. Thanks for being here.
We love him.
Ruining the dress. Anne says ruining the dress.
Sorry, I'm trying to push buttons. I don't know what I'm doing. There it is. Anne's vote. I see. I'm kind of feeling that too. Because I know that Marie Antoinette had lots of pets.
Okay.
So I do know that. So that's possible. But I also kind of feel like they would totally send a cat to space.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Know?
Let's see here. By the way, you just saw the Ecto Cooler taste test?
We get so many people in like the real world come places. Up to us and they're like, we watched this video.
Gretchen got an extra set of piercings in her ear over the weekend.
Yes, Nurse Kathy.
And Nurse Kathy was like, it's not going to hurt as bad as drinking that Ecto Cooler was.
Yes.
And Gretchen's like, oh, you saw that.
Nurse Kathy at the Classic Ink in Bradenton. She took care of me.
Well, we didn't know it was going to be so bad.
No, let me explain to you what had happened was.
John, if you need some more, I have one left. If you need some.
Tim's brother is an avid toy collector, and he stumbled across this Ecto Cooler. A lot of collectors like to keep the drinks like that in the container.
It's sealed.
So he sent it to, he calls and he's like, guys, I have this. Do you want it? But if I send it to you, you have to drink it.
Yeah.
Tim's like, I don't know. Let's talk to Gretchen. Let's see if she'll do it.
And so Gretchen's like, yeah, it can't be.
He asked me, and I'm thinking in my mind, that's got to be so chock full of preservatives. That's probably not actually even juice. It's probably fine. It's like the Twinkie that's there after the apocalypse. Sure, let's do it. That's fine. I don't make very good life choices.
That was a bad
That was a very bad idea. So I'm glad that you enjoyed watching us suffer. That was for you, my friends.
All right, so the answer to the cat.
Okay.
It is 1963. The French space program trained 14 catastronauts. They're catastronauts.
Catastronauts!
A Persian cat known as C341.
Oh, they didn't even give that cat a name.
Was selected for her calm demeanor. And on October 18th, 1963, she was launched into space. Not only did she survive the 13-minute trip and parachute ride down to Earth, becoming the only cat to go to space, but she provided much-needed data for human space travel.
That's amazing.
Received a new name, Felicette, and became a French icon.
Can you see her in her little parachute? And she's just like, meow. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, Kristen's here.
Hello. Hey, so my niece better be watching, because I dyed my hair tonight, okay? Just for her.
He did. He was dyeing his hair, and he's like, Maya asked why I didn't dye my hair last week.
So she better be watching.
So if she ain't watching, we're going to be very disappointed.
That's right. All right, let's crack into something
Let's try one. Oh, we got a sweet sticker that says the Louvre.
The Louvre.
Yes. Okay, let's do this thing.
Corn
snack.
It literally just, is that corn or con? Corn. Okay. Looks like it says con. All right. French cheese tubes.
Oh, this is turning out to be awesome already.
French cheese tubes.
Do you want some French cheese tubes?
How can you?
Hell yeah, I want some French cheese tubes.
How can you govern a country which has 246 varieties of cheese? These words were famously spoken by France's former president, Charles de Gaulle, who served from 58 to 62.
Okay.
And France's cheese obsession has only grown since then. Today, there are a whopping 1,600 varieties of fromage, to soft, creamy camembert, to tangy Roquefort, to
Mezu.
Gascou. Okay.
I took 4 years of French 25 years ago. Please bear with me.
A Corsican cheese infamous for containing creepy crawlies.
Oh, no.
You can see why locals eat 60 pounds of cheese per year. Per person?
I feel like I must be French because I eat a lot of cheese.
Unless you're still caught up with the creepy crawly thing.
Oh.
But don't worry, there are no creepy crawlies to be found in these zesty tubes. Just a whole lot of cheesy flavor.
So Maya is watching.
Okay.
Hold on. She says she is watching. We're at football practice.
Okay.
And she says, I like it because it makes your glasses stand
Oh,
out.
okay.
Thank you,
Very
Maya.
good.
We love you very much. Oh, wait. I'm trying to work things.
Yeah, things are lagging. So.
Okay. All right. So they look a little like bugles.
Okay.
Do you see?
Yeah. Yeah, they've got that crimped texture like bugles do.
But they're not witch hats like the bugles.
They look like they're probably made about the same way.
I like that I am also showing, but it's completely moot because I'm over here.
Camera's over here.
I'm helping. I'm doing it too. I'm going to do it too anyway. My T-Rex arms.
Can you guys see that? That's Gretchen. Can you see it?
You see it perfectly fine.
All right.
I'm going to try two because I like cheese.
Yeah.
I like bugles.
These also have that very oil grease smell to them.
These give me kind of Fritos feel.
Yeah.
So I like those kinds of chips. So I'm going to assume that these are, I'm excited for these.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to cheers.
Cheers.
We didn't cheers.
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 Yeah.
It's like cheese Fritos.
Yeah. If you've had bugles, it's exactly what they taste like, but they're not as crunchy. These are a little bit more airy.
They're like a mix between Fritos and bugles.
They're probably air fried as opposed to fried.
Oh no, these are totally deep fried.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
They smell like they're deep fried.
Oh yeah. I like them. They're very crunchy.
They're a bit lighter though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think bugles are supposed to be like wheat.
No, they're corn.
Are they?
You don't know nothing about chips, man.
I can't tell you the last time I ate bugles.
I mean, it was probably 2015.
Okay. All right.
These are delicious.
Drew, what's up, buddy?
Drew!
Bumped into our friend Drew at Epcot yesterday as he was fleeing the mass.
And the beautiful Queen V.
Queen V, as they were fleeing the mass crowds of the Magic Kingdom yesterday.
Yes.
It's crazy over there.
We need to go hang out with Drew at the park sometime.
Yeah.
We need to make a plan for that.
We should hang out at the park sometime, man.
Although I get in a lot of trouble and Drew goes to the parks a lot. I would hate to have that revoked for him.
Gretchen's got a mouth that always keeps us moving from location to location.
I have the mouth of a very well-educated sailor.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
I don't want any more of those.
These are good. I like
kind of coat my mouth a little bit.
They're a little thick.
Yeah.
They're good snackers, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is no blank in Paris, okay? There are no, is it stop signs, taxi cabs, traffic lights, or buses? What is not in Paris? Stop signs, taxi cabs, traffic lights, or buses? What do you guys think?
My vote is stop signs.
Okay.
I feel like they have roundabouts everywhere.
Okay.
So they just get off the road whenever they need to.
I feel like roundabouts are a very big thing there.
I love roundabouts. There are people who just can't understand the concept of roundabouts.
Kristen says traffic lights.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Drew's down to hang. We'll have to coordinate
something. We will coordinate something, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so we got to vote for traffic lights.
Oh, Drew voted traffic lights.
Ann says stop signs.
Ann's right with me. It says stop signs.
All right.
All right.
The answer is stop signs.
Yeah! 2 for 2!
Paris may be home to 180,000 cars, but it's not home to a single stop sign.
Yeah, damn right.
Why? Well, cars don't have to come to a full stop at any Parisian intersection without a traffic light. And instead of traditional intersections, there are tons of roundabouts. In total, France has nearly 30,000 roundabouts, and they have the most of any country in the world.
So it's just curly loop-de-loops. That's such a French thing.
They have traffic lights. They don't have stop signs.
Okay.
So that to clarify that.
That's pretty awesome though. I wonder if I can get away with that when I'm driving and I'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, officer. I'm in France."
You have to talk like that?
I am French. And
when you're in France and you talk like that, they go, "Oh, she's just another."
And then I'll be like, and then I'll pull out all the other French words I know. So I'll be like, "Beurre de cacahuète. Omelette du fromage."
Yeah, basically.
Est-ce que je peux aller au WC?
I feel like if you're in France and you get in trouble with the cops, you have to pull out a different accent other than French
no,
and American.
I mean driving through stoplights here in America just in the neighborhood.
Got you.
I will put on my face. No, I'll go to France and they'll know damn well that girl.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
French.
Well, that you can't be American because they're just like, oh, it's a stupid American.
I think they'd say that here in America.
Right, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, 30,000 roundabouts. Like that's crazy, right?
That's a lot of loop-de-loops.
Yeah. All right, what's our next item?
All right, why don't you pick something?
Okay. I'm gonna dig in the back. Boom. What do we got here?
Ooh.
Ooh, look at those.
Strawberry bonbons.
Strawberry bonbons, chewy candy.
Ooh. Here, let me get my T-Rex arms up there.
All right.
These are fancy. I'm excited.
Let's see here.
Those are probably over there.
Sorry. Love strawberries?
Yes.
You have France to thank.
Merci.
French royals.
Praise.
French royals were the first to farm the fruit back in the 14th century, with King Charles V boasting 1,200 strawberry plants in his garden. Then in the late 18th century, it was also France that crossbred two New World strains, the Virginian strawberry and the Chilean white strawberry, to create the modern strawberry the whole world knows and loves today. You don't say merci just yet. We've got one more French strawberry innovation to be thankful for. This yum. This uber juicy, uber chewy strawberry ball were the top voted yum in the last two France boxes, so we could think of no better way to kick off the new French adventure. Pop one in your mouth, give it a chew, then join us with a big old merci to France.
All right. These look adorable. Here, I'll give you a couple.
Oh, yeah.
So I learned at my job that there's like this turf war going on here in Florida of the state dessert of Florida.
So our governor stupidly just made the state dessert strawberry shortcake. This is the land of key lime. This is
so that's the thing, is that you've got everybody in Florida going, whoa. What about key lime pie?
Yeah.
Now, we do have the Florida Strawberry Festival, and it's a big deal, and Florida strawberries are absolutely delicious. So now there is like this. So the key lime pie gets to be the official pie of Florida, and strawberry shortcake is now the official dessert of Florida.
Okay.
I think it's BS. I mean, I like strawberry shortcake. I'm not.
Who doesn't love strawberry shortcake?
And I truly actually don't like key lime pie.
Yeah.
But that's a Florida staple.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's like, that's like saying that orange juice isn't the national drink of Florida.
Right.
I feel like it is.
I mean, I think it is.
It should be, because I mean, how many oranges do we? That's a thing, right? Florida oranges.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
That's a thing. Yeah.
All right, let's try our strawberry balls. All right.
Bit more firm than I thought they were going to be.
Oh, these are yummy though. They're like. They're like Starburst chewy.
Yeah. They're almost like a taffy.
They're gonna suck out any filling you might have in your teeth.
For sure. Mm-hmm. They're super chewy, gooey.
Very, very strawberry.
Maura avoids key lime pie. I'm not a fan myself, but it's just the facts.
It's the respect.
Yeah.
It's like respecting pumpkin at Thanksgiving. I don't like pumpkin. But I respect it because it's the Thanksgiving
I will eat
dessert.
all the pumpkin everything.
Yeah. You do love
all
pumpkin.
Of it. All of it.
You're a white girl inside.
I am. Yep. 100%.
Okay. These have a really nice flavor. I am chewing forever.
They're a bit much. Like this is a slow candy. This is a candy that like you take your time with, not to get some sort of sugary sustenance out of.
Yeah, definitely, because your jaws are getting a working.
Like I didn't even finish chewing it. It got down to enough to where I could swallow it, and I swallowed it.
That's just whoo. That's whoo.
All right.
I like that though. Those are yummy. I'm gonna have another one while you read the next trivia.
The first manned blank flight took place in Florida. The first manned
in Florida.
I mean, in France. The first manned blank flight took place in France. Was it the hang glider? Was it the helicopter? The hot air balloon?
Ooh.
Or the airplane?
I'm guessing hot air balloon.
Like I feel like hot air balloon is a good choice.
That's my guess. What do you guys think?
The first manned blank flight took place in France. Hang glider?
Okay.
Helicopter?
All right.
Hot air balloon? Or plane?
Anne says hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what she says. If I can figure out how to make it work. There we go.
Yeah,
I just gotta be patient.
It's lagging.
I'm impatient with my new modem.
Yeah. All right.
I'm guessing hot air balloon because things have been in flight for a very, very long time. And I feel like helicopter is too current.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And we know the first airplane was right here in America.
Morris is plane.
Okay.
We are going with a French chemist named Pilatre de Rosier piloted the first untethered hot air balloon. It took flight in 1783, flying 3,000 feet above Paris. Quite the daredevil at the time. Unsurprisingly, de Rosier was also shortly after credited with testing the flammability of hydrogen by gulping a mouthful and blowing it across an open flame. He stated in his findings that eyebrows are not necessarily a permanent feature on one's face.
I would definitely be inclined to agree with that. Yeah, I was like, as soon as you said he put a mouthful here and blew it in a flame, I'm like, that's a bad idea. That's a Gretchen choice. That sounds like something I would do.
Right. All right, baby. So you pick the next one.
Okay. This box keeps catching my eye.
Okay.
So I want to do this box.
Oh.
Maison Bruyere apricot and vanilla cookies.
Okay. Apricot and vanilla macaron cookies. French's famous cookie and its most fragrant flavor yet. You're about to try one of France's most iconic specialties, Holy Belly cookie. Holy Belly buttons.
Oh, that's gross. Why would we call it that?
It says, not joking. The story begins in the 8th century Italian monasteries where monks first baked these cookies from a simple dough of sugar, almond flour, and egg whites. Their flat, round shape earned them the nickname Priest's Belly Buttons. It was in 1533 when Italian Catherine de Medici married French King Henry II and brought the cookies to France, where they were renamed macaron, meaning fine dough. We think the rebrand had a lot to do with the crispy cookie explosion in France.
So Kristen just pointed something out to me that I actually noticed, but I was a good girl. But since you mentioned it, there's a dick on the box.
What? That's unfortunate.
Step 1, draw a dick on the box. So these cookies are automatically my favorite cookies, but I'm a little weirded out about the belly button thing. That's a little weird.
Yeah. Oh, we're looking at it upside down. Look, it's a man with a chef hat on.
Nope. There you go. Okay. Now these look weird.
Okay. Oh. Well, okay. So they are very wafer-ish.
But no, they're not wafers.
Well, no, they're not wafers, but they're thin.
They're like puff rice. They're like big old pieces of crunchy.
No, they kind of look like an aerated like vanilla wafer in a way.
That's not a wafer. That's a puffy thing. They look like a Cheeto.
All right.
I'm weirded out by this. This is.
Cheers.
Okay. Cheers.
That's not what I expected at all. What is that flavor? What is the flavor? Apricot! I hate apricot! Why did I put that in my mouth? Gross. I didn't even pay attention to the fact that it was apricot. We've had this conversation. Apricot, I hate it.
Okay. It's like really sugary, like cornflakes, like Tony the Tiger cornflakes.
Oh, that's a good consistency for it. Yes.
It's like but it's like a big one.
The thick cornflakes.
Yeah, like the good Kellogg's Tony the Tiger. I mean, it's like a big one of those, and then it's got this.
It tastes like a Priest's belly button. That was not good. I can't believe I read the fact that it said it was apricot and I still put it in my mouth.
These are terrible. No wonder the French are always pissy.
It smelled good. It smells good, but that's the vanilla. That's the vanilla I'm smelling. I think the rabbits will like those.
We're not going to give these to the rabbits. We'll give them to Ann next door. She'll love it.
That's the unfortunate thing about not having a dog anymore. You can feed the dog anything. The rabbits are vegetarians.
They're vegans.
They're vegans.
They're so
And they tell you
up.
about it.
They tell you all about it.
Okay. Over 100
Man,
wild.
Those are just bad.
Over 100.
Them dick cookies are terrible.
Can I continue? Say your last thing.
There's a dick on the box. Okay.
Over 100 wild blank live in the village of Imants. Over 100 wild blank live in the village of Imants. Is it wild chimps, wallabies, lemurs, or koalas? Over 100 wild of these
a wild
animal live in the village of Imants. It could be chimps, wallabies, lemurs, or koalas.
I don't know very much about animals. But I will
I have seen them before.
I've seen them before. I've watched
They've probably
TV
been on.
shows.
They've probably been on a TikTok.
But I'm going to venture to guess that koalas are native to Australia.
Okay, we got a couple votes for lemurs.
Okay.
I'm
leaning towards lemurs too. I'm leaning towards
not koalas.
Lemurs. Not koalas, because I feel like those are from Australia.
Yeah. So are wallabies.
And I say, are wallabies exclusive to Australia as well?
That's what Rocco was.
Well, I understand that.
And he was Australian.
He was Australian?
Yeah. Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life.
I know Rocco with his dog Stinky.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
But I never made the connection that he was Australian.
Yeah. He called everybody mate.
I don't know.
Okay. And gosh.
My vote, I'm with the girls here. I'm with Mo and I'm with Kristen. I'm guessing lemurs.
Okay. Visiting Australia or Tasmania might be more standard route to seeing a wallaby in the wild, but the suburbs of Paris will do too. After a group of wallabies escaped a local zoo in the 1970s, over 100 of the marsupials have thrived in the forest of Imants, which shares a climate similar to that of their native Tasmania.
That's amazing.
Every once in a while, a wallaby will appear in town, causing locals and tourists alike to do a double take. Luckily, they're harmless and adorable. I almost said horrible.
Luckily, they're horrible. I want to
They escaped from the zoo and couldn't get them back.
And they couldn't, so they just adapted to their new climate, and now there's wallabies in France.
Yes. It's fun.
I kind of absolutely love that.
Yeah.
That's super sweet. That makes me happy.
I'm going to go with this.
Okay.
What is that?
Sable per beurre.
Okay.
It's a butter cookie. Intriguing ingredients. That's terrifying.
Pure butter sables, the butter biscuits that made the French swoon since 1888.
Will butter my biscuits.
Freeze. Before you try this famous French shortbread, you should know the main ingredient is sand. We know. Let us explain.
Please do.
Sables are centuries-old cookies made by rubbing cold butter into flour and sugar to form tiny particles of dough.
So this is pie crust.
Given the dough's striking resemblance to sand, these golden breadcrumbs became known as sable, the French word for sand. So yes, these delectable cookies are made with sand, but not of the beaches of the French Riviera kind, the very buttery and very edible kind. Now, if you're wondering if it's time to try them for yourself, the answer is go.
So when you make...
It's not real sand.
When you make pie crust...
I honestly thought it was going to be real sand, and I was kind of interested.
When you make pie crust...
Yeah.
You mix the butter and the flour until it resembles sand. Like shortbread and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm guessing that's what they do here is they make like a shortbread. Okay. And they're very proud of the year that they started this with.
Yeah, 1888. They have this weird glaze on them. I don't know if the light.
There's a sheen.
There's a sheen to them.
I don't know why I keep trying to help. I'm helping and I'm not.
They smell like
helping.
They smell like a buttery Ritz cracker.
So Mo says, "How is this not the plot of a kids' film?"
Oh, the wallaby getting out of the zoo, and yeah, right, exactly.
That's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna try the sandy butter cookie.
Yeah, the sheen is not picking up, but it's very glossy.
There's a glaze on it, definitely. Yeah. They smell good. They smell like shortbread.
Yeah.
They smell like those little English cookies.
Okay.
Biscuits, if you will.
Right.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, this is an old lady cookie. This is a old lady shortbread cookie. These are the kind that come in tins.
This is like so blank.
This is something you like layer with pudding and make like
you put like a jelly on it or something.
Oh, there we go with the jelly.
But this is so.
It kind of tastes like a vanilla wafer. I want to make banana pudding out of
You think it tastes like vanilla?
Yeah.
It tastes nothing like vanilla.
It tastes like vanilla.
It doesn't. There's no vanilla in this. It can't taste like vanilla. It can taste like blank.
It says vanilla flavor.
Well, it lied. There's no vanilla in this. It tastes like fried pie crust.
It's a sweet glazed pie crust. It's a shortbread.
Boo.
It's an old lady cookie. You give that to old Gladys next door.
That's a no for me, dog. No, thank you.
They kind of take all the moisture out of your mouth.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't hate them. I'm gonna munch while you read me.
In the 19th century, blank saved the French vineyards from a vine-killing disease. In the 19th century, blank saved French vineyards from a vine-killing disease.
So there was a vine-killing disease.
And who saved it? Was it the state of Missouri?
Damn right.
Napoleon Bonaparte, the Pope, or Thailand? Which of these places or people saved French vineyards from a vine-killing disease in the 19th century?
Okay.
State of Missouri, Napoleon Bonaparte, the Pope, or Thailand?
I've never heard anything good about Napoleon
Bonaparte.
So I'm not going to guess him.
Mm-hmm.
State of Missouri, I don't think that's it.
Okay.
Although, on the sidebar, today is March 14th, 314. The area code in St. Louis, Missouri is 314. It is St. Louis Day. So shout out to our hometown of St. Louis, Missouri.
It's not Pi Day, it's St. Louis Day.
Yeah, everybody in St. Louis calling it St. Louis Day.
Right. All right, so we got one from Missouri just because it sounds random.
Anne says Thailand.
Thailand. Okay. Mo says the Pope.
Mo says the Pope.
Okay. The answer is okay. Love a French wine. Thank Missouri for that. Because between 1860 and 1875, 40% of the French vineyards were destroyed by a pesky pest called Phylloxera.
Pesky pest?
That's what it says, pesky pest called Phylloxera, which had been accidentally brought over from North America.
Damn it.
Missourian Charles Valentine Riley recognized the problem from his home state where the vines were resistant. His solution, sending 500,000 vine cuttings to France to be grafted to the French plants, meaning the French grapes could be grown on healthy Missouri vines.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
That's just really crazy to me.
Well played, Missouri. I dig that. I'm trying to get things to work. Well played, Missouri.
Right? Interesting.
Yeah, you're right. Because there's, Missouri's wine country.
All of those vineyards here. Yeah. It's the vines growing on the random trees out in the Ozarks. That's what it is.
Yep. Yep.
That's exactly what it is.
Those ain't vines. Those are water moccasins.
Oh. Okay.
Those are snakes.
Right on. All right.
Okay, you picking something?
Yeah. Ooh, this was on the bottom.
That looks fancy.
Ooh.
That looks like one of them $4 candy bars that I like.
47% dark chocolate with sea salt. Smooth cocoa flecked with French fleur de sel.
Ooh.
Flowers on V-Day? Overrated. But fleur de sel? Swoon. Fleur de sel is the so-called caviar of sea salts, formed when seawater evaporates and leaves behind a delicate salt flowers.
Oh.
Quote, flowers. Trained workers called pouladiers use special wooden rakes called God, all these French words.
Lucifleur.
Lucifleur. To collect them.
Means to loosen up the flowers. That's exactly what that means.
Since even the most productive salt marshes only produce 2 pounds per day, the process is slow and expensive, but worth it. Since mineral-rich fleur de sel is longer lasting and saltier than ordinary salts, which blends with delicate dark chocolate, it makes for a chocolate experience unlike any other, as you're about to find out. Wow.
Smells really good. Careful, don't break it.
Why?
Because I'm not ready.
Well, then show them.
I'm gonna. I had to get
with your T-Rex arms.
I had to prepare it. Isn't that pretty? Smells really good.
Let me smell it.
Kristen said, we have like 6 vineyards here. St. James and all of those.
St. James, for sure.
Oh,
let me attend to this. There you go. All right. Okay. Boop.
All right. This looks like nice chocolate. This looks really good. Now it's dark chocolate, which isn't your favorite. So I will be sure to make sure this disappears.
Okay, fair enough.
But
I'm not a fan of dark chocolate, so.
Oh, I taste a little salty bits in there.
I thought it would be more. I thought there would be more salt.
This is really good.
I kind of need more salt with the dark chocolate.
I think this is delicious.
Okay. Okay. Granted, I don't care for dark chocolate. So
it's so creamy. And then there's like little pops of salt kind of here and there. It's not overpowering. It's not like it's a sea salt caramel or anything like that. It's not like the sea salt caramel, but like the
way they hyped up. It's such a strong salt flavor. They kind of underutilized it, I think.
I disagree. I think it's really good.
Okay. All right. Man, I think the only thing I've liked so far is like the strawberry bonbon things that we had.
This isn't a good box for you. You didn't like the dip cookies.
Yeah.
You don't like the cheese thingies.
I don't like the belly buttons. I didn't care for the fried cheese curls.
You didn't like.
I didn't like the old granny crackers.
Damn granny crackers.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I like the chocolate.
All French.
You know, what'd be really good is the chocolate with the granny crackers.
Oh, that's probably a smart idea.
Yeah. I'll make you one.
All French pharmacists are officially trained to identify what?
Okay, French pharmacists can identify what?
Butterflies, spiders, wine, or mushrooms.
Ooh.
All French pharmacists are officially trained to identify, is it butterflies, spiders, wine, or mushrooms?
I'm going to guess mushrooms.
I'm not getting bougie on the snacks. I'm just underwhelmed.
But this chocolate and this cookie, that's delicious.
Oh, you're talking about she's getting bougie on her snacks. That's what it is. Got ya.
They're good together.
I can get behind that.
They're really good together, right?
Yeah.
The granny cookie and the...
Yeah. I can get behind that. That was a good combination.
So, they're saying mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Mushrooms have a lot of like...
It kind of makes sense, right?
They use a lot of
medicinal
purposes and stuff.
Okay. All right. In France, mushroom foraging is no joke. With over 3,000 varieties of mushrooms growing there, along with the most prized fungi of all, the truffle.
Prized fungi.
The truffle. It is a beloved local tradition. And if a local can't quite place every species of their fungi fortune, they can ask the local pharmacist, who's officially trained to identify if it's edible or inedible, and they'll charge you nothing for it.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Because people love
you gotta be safe with that.
People love to go in the woods and pick mushrooms.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what you're looking for, you could make yourself very sick or kill yourself.
That's bad news right there. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Everybody picked the right one. Okay, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do this.
Truffles bar.
Truffles bar.
Okay. Cocoa dusted chocolate truffle bar. We were just talking about mushrooms. There you go. 4 French truffles in 1 uber decadent bar. Okay, now, according to legend, this yum came out by accident. In 1920s Paris, confectioner Auguste Escoffier was making a pastry cream when he accidentally poured hot cream to the wrong bowl, a bowl filled with chocolate. Rather than bidding the melty chocolate adieu, he experimented. Realizing the paste, called ganache, could be molded, he rolled it into balls and coated them with cocoa powder. What is that?
I think they melted.
They turn into one thing.
It's a super truffle.
Show the end of that to them.
So when chocolate changes temperature, sometimes it shifts colors. So
the luxurious chocolate balls that look a whole lot like France's mushroom truffles, hence the name. Oh, so it looks like mushroom. It's supposed to look like a mushroom. And we can't think of anything more decadent.
This is so messy.
Than this pile of mushed out chocolate.
I'm just gonna try to break a couple off.
Is it?
Because it's a truffle, so it's melty.
Holy crap! Okay.
All right,
cheers.
Cheers.
Wow.
It's so good, but it's so messy.
That is delicious. That is delicious. That is really good.
It basically melted upon touching my hand.
Yeah. It's all down the side of my hand now just because it...
But it's so smooth.
I had to cheers you real quick and get it in my mouth or else my fingers aren't going to hold it.
It's so smooth and so creamy. You're going to finish that one.
Let me have that one.
You can have that one.
You get all the other stuff.
Okay. You can have that one.
Thank you. That was delicious. That was a good one.
Very good. That was definitely up your alley.
Yeah.
That was more you're a milk chocolate guy.
I am.
You like the milk chocolate.
I am. I think we got like two things besides like a yum bag in here.
Correct.
So I'm gonna go with whatever this is.
Okay.
All right. Oh, it says aioli. Does that say aioli?
Seville aioli. Potato chip flavor aioli.
Garlic aioli potato chips. If it's special occasions in Provence, you'll surely smell one thing: garlic. Lots and lots of garlic. That's because everyone will be eating aioli, the local garlic and oil dip. It's ordinarily served for Fridays when it's served and on boiled veggies and green beans and carrots and potatoes.
That sounds delicious.
When Ash Wednesday comes around, aioli is served with poached cod. And on Christmas Eve, it's snails that are typically getting dipped. Your invitation to Provence's pungent tradition, these rigid potato chips, which taste like the real thing, but with no dipping required.
Woo! There's a garlic all up in my nose.
Holy moly!
It's in my soul.
Whoa! Woo!
We are protected from vampires.
That is a fresh, crushed clove of garlic right there. Holy moly!
Wow! And I was all up in there with the snippings. There's a nice looking chip for you, darling.
Not a fan of the garlic? Not a fan of the garlic, Kristen? I thought you liked garlic.
Kristen's a picky eater.
For me, you can never have too much garlic.
For like 10 years, she would only eat chicken strips. So who the hell knows?
For me, you can never have too much garlic.
That is true. That is true. Now I'm excited because these chips taste like dip, and I love dip.
Yeah.
So
no dip on this one, Maura.
We don't need no dip for these chips. That's what they say. I'm getting murdered with garlic right now.
I like it if I can't smell it or taste it. Well, did you get your sense of taste back since you had COVID? Is that still a thing? You might love these.
I like it. If I don't taste it, then you don't
like it.
Then
you don't like garlic.
Cheers. Wow. These are straight garlic.
That's a lot of freaking garlic.
I'm glad we're both eating these because we got to talk to each other.
Yeah. Wow. That is a lot of freaking garlic.
That is like taking a bite of a garlic clove.
Garlic is good if you want a palate cleanser.
Oh, yeah.
In between those chips.
My palate is cleansed.
That's a good call because this will definitely take out any taste of anything that we've eaten so far.
All I smell is garlic, but these are actually really good.
She hasn't got her sense of taste back yet. Everything tastes like ass.
That's the saddest thing of COVID.
That is awful. That that lingering effect of COVID of not getting your taste of sense and smell.
Half my job is tasting things.
Taste and sense of smell back. Yeah.
That's tragic.
Let me have another one.
These are pretty good.
That's a lot of garlic.
There's
though.
a lot of garlic.
Woo.
It's kind of one of those things where you just got to own it. Like, if you're going to eat it, eat the damn garlic.
I haven't picked a small one that time. That was still packing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Like, you can taste the green of the garlic. It is
legit.
Very fresh.
Yes, legit.
This is not like garlic powder. This is like chopped up garlic smeared on the potato and then roasted and then in my mouth.
Like, I feel like I've had garlic flavored things before, but nothing like that.
This tastes like fresh garlic.
Yeah. That is wild to me.
You're never going to want to kiss me again. I am going to be free and clear of stinky boys my entire life.
That is wild how much garlic they were able to pack in these potato chips.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Well, we have the garlic.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
We have the garlic. So why the hell not? We're going to get the onions out, and we're just going to be some smelly mofos over here. Good God.
Okay.
Confit d'oignon.
The French phrase a la mode means served with oysters, from the heavens, served with ice cream, or in style.
A la mode?
What does a la mode mean? Served with oysters, from the heavens.
I have to have some chocolate now.
Served with ice cream, or in style. What do you guys think?
So I know what that means.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to answer.
Okay.
Give me some chocolate.
That's probably like the first thing they taught you in French class, right? What a la mode means?
No, but I'm a pastry chef.
Oh.
So
yeah.
I tend to have a lot of a la mode going on.
Ice cream. Okay. I mean, that's what I always thought it was growing up too. But then, like, people would say a la mode. I thought it meant like individual items, like.
I meant on the side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a la carte.
A la carte. God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can't take him nowhere.
Okay. So.
Are we all wrong?
It is a multiple answer.
Mm.
It means served with ice cream and in style. It means C&D. In North America, a la mode signifies that a dessert is served with ice cream, but not in France. In France, it means in style.
I have heard it referred like their fashions, the new a la mode fashion.
So. And it is served for clothes, not pie. A la mode fashion, like you were talking about. Yeah. So it's served for clothes, not pie.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So in 19th century, upscale American restaurants borrowed French phrases from their menu to make their dishes sound more sophisticated.
Ooh.
A la mode might seem like a random choice, but then again, ice cream is always in style, don't you think?
So originally it just meant in style.
If you were going to go eat a la mode, it meant like a fancy dress up situation.
Okay, but Americans, they were like, we need to make this sound fancy.
Yeah, so a la mode is fancy.
Let me pull out my Fashion Vogue magazine.
Right.
And they're like, ooh, a la mode.
Yeah. Yes.
So the Americans turned it into an ice
cream. Exactly. Okay, I get it now. A la carte. I get it now. I get things confused.
Words are hard. Words are hard.
I understand. It's okay.
Have you cleansed your palate from the aioli? Do you need to have like a...
I mean, I'm about to dip in some freaking French onion chips. I don't think I need to clean it that much.
Well, I mean, I don't want you to get your onion and garlic confused with each other.
All right, so these chips, guys. Onion, confit, and balsamic vinegar potato chips. Confit, pronounced confit.
Confit.
Is no stranger to French menus. You may have duck confit.
Mm-hmm.
You may even have come across it yourself. But what does it mean? Well, it comes from the French confire, meaning to preserve.
Ooh.
And refers to foods preserved by cooking with low heat for hours on end. In medieval France, this was typically fruit cooked in sugar. In Gascony, it refers mostly to duck cooked and cooled in its own fat, making it storable for years. And onion confit refers to onions slowly simmered with garlic and balsamic vinegar. The flavors are worth the patience, and it requires the cook, and you'll taste with the aromatic onion confit inspired chips.
Get a whiff of these bad boys.
Aromatic.
Oh, they aromatic, all right.
Wow. I'm gonna grab a couple here. These chips kind of look tastier.
They're a little darker in color.
Look like they're a little bit more done.
This brand must not mess around with flavor.
Like, these chips are kind of done.
This brand was like, we're gonna F them up with some flavor over here.
All right.
But I mean, they smell good. There's just a lot.
That's a lot of. It's aromatic.
That is.
They're not lying.
They're not lying.
All right.
All right. Oh.
Wow.
Oh my God.
There is so much onion.
It's straight onion.
So much onion.
We need to mix the onions and the garlics together.
So much onion.
This is a lot of onion. Oh, give me a bigger one than that. I need to make a little. There we go. Onions and garlic. I like both those things. Now I need a steak flavored.
We'll mix and match here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's really freaking good. I enjoyed that.
That is so much. That is so overwhelming.
Does your mind explode?
Like,
Brett's
woo!
Le Crispeur Français. He likes to put the flavor.
Holy moly!
He don't F around with the flavor. That's actually his catchphrase. It says, "You don't F around with the flavor." These are.
Good God!
There's a lot. I luckily.
Listen.
I brought myself a second palate cleanser.
Listen, if you like,
because it's my birthday tomorrow.
If you really like onion or you really like garlic, this is the brand. Like, seriously.
I will say that between the two, I like the garlic one better, and I love onions. These are the kind of chips that we needed as kids when we put chips on our sandwich. How freaking good would these onion chips been on my turkey sandwich? That would have been, you all know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. I know every one of you used to put chips on your sandwich. It was all about the Doritos on the bologna, but this would have been great with like ham.
Fair enough. Okay, we got one more trivia question.
One more trivia question, and then we got the yum bag. Got a yum bag.
At the Dunkirk Carnival,
okay,
blank is poured on people's heads. Is it grated cheese, wine, raw fish, or cotton candy? At the Dunkirk Festival,
okay,
blank is poured on people's heads. Is it grated cheese, wine, raw fish, or cotton candy?
I don't think they would waste the cheese.
Yeah, I feel that. It's like such a prideful commodity there, you know?
Mm-hmm. She put plain Lay's on her sandwich.
Yeah. I'm trying something more exciting. Yes.
Actually, when it comes to chips, the plain Lay's are my favorite.
Really?
I like just plain old potato chips.
I mean, I got to do at least sour cream and onion.
I prefer just the simple plain potato chips.
Yeah.
But I like a good dip.
I can do any Ruffles. I can do Ruffles in any flavor. It could be plain.
When was the last time we bought chips?
Regular Lay's, just the regular potato chips. I can't do regular just Lay's.
I love regular Lay's, but you can only enjoy them the first time you open them, because if you close them up, they turn into dust.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, we got cheese. They say cheese.
I'm guessing wine.
Okay. Let's see if anybody else wants to answer.
What's the other options?
You have wine.
Okay.
Grated cheese.
Okay.
Raw fish.
Okay.
Or cotton candy.
I don't think it'd be fish. I don't think that's a fun thing. I don't think it'd wants to be covered in fish. And cotton candy, that's just stupid. So I'm gonna guess it's wine.
Every year, 40,000 French folks gather.
Eat the cotton candy.
40,000 French folks gather in the port city of Dunkirk, sporting colorful clothes and umbrellas. They're all there for one thing.
What's that?
To have raw fish dumped on them.
No freaking way.
The festival began in 1676 when local fishermen met for hearty fish meals before 6-month-long expeditions. Over the years, it transformed into a unique event. Locals pack into the town square where thousands of herring are tossed onto people's heads.
That's repugnant.
That's gross.
That's to quote Jules in Pulp Fiction, that's some effed up, repugnant stuff. Paraphrased. Okay, so Kristen's given us snack tips.
Put hot sauce or barbecue sauce on third plain Lays and shake them in the bag. Absolutely delicious.
All right, like is it like a walking taco where you put the taco meat in the Fritos and then you can eat it?
Right.
More said smells fishy.
It smells fishy. All right, let's see what's in this yum bag.
The yum bag. I have mixed feelings about yum bag. First of all, it's called a yum bag.
We had that anise that one time. You remember that in the yum bag? That was gross.
But then we've had some really yummy things in the yum bag.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me what's in the yum bag.
Assorted French fruit chews.
Oh.
I think it's fairly self-explanatory.
So we've got, here's the fruit chews.
Yeah.
We've got 3 grape and
there are strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, and orange chews kind of remind us of Starburst.
Well, we got 3 grape and a strawberry.
We did.
My T-Rex arms.
They ran out of the other ones.
My T-Rex arms.
Just so you know, in the back of these books, they always have like little games as well, like name the paintings and stuff like that. We never really sit down.
These are blueberries.
You guys don't want us to sit. You don't want to sit here and watch us play these.
These are really cool though for families to do together.
There's more things to do than just eat the snacks. There's things inside the books.
We just want to eat the snacks.
Yeah,
that's really what's up. Okay, I'm gonna break this one in half. I think this is blueberry.
Holy moly!
These are very hard.
It did say blueberry. Yeah, it said strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, and orange.
So no grape. I lied.
But it didn't say strawberry either.
I think you said strawberry, raspberry, orange.
Oh, I did. Strawberry, raspberry, blueberry.
All right. These are hard. This is the blueberry fruit chew.
Okay.
Okay. Cheers.
Wow. You know, I'm done already. That hurt my tooth. Holy moly. It said Starburst? No friggin' way.
They're very hard. That's like a Laffy Taffy.
These guys were like the Starbursts.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, I can't chew this. Wow. It's really good though. Got some awesome flavor, but I'm gonna pull out a tooth.
Well, don't do that. This is I don't like this.
I think I can get it down far enough to swallow it.
It's sucking my. Why did you give me this?
You want to spit it out? You gave me this.
Oh, to spit that in. I'm not gonna spit it out. I ate mine.
Hold on. I got to work down a little bit.
It really holds onto your teeth.
It does.
Mm-hmm. That's strong. It's like super glue. Oh, Matt wants to go get the fish thrown at him. It's in France. We are from France.
The fish.
The herrings.
The herrings was in Dunkirk.
Dunkirk. So basically, it's going to be Matt and Tim going on a trip together. They're going to go
do
down.
The Matt and Tim adventures.
They're going to go down to Miami.
Do the most random BS.
They're going to go down to Miami and then hop a plane and go to France. Go to
That would
Dunkirk,
be amazing.
France.
The Matt and Tim show. You've got this big hulking guy with glasses, and you've got this smaller, skinny guy with glasses. I'm the smaller, skinny guy, in case you didn't know. Matt's got arms like the size of my head.
He really does. It's impressive. It's impressive. All right, so then we got these things in there. They look like little caramels.
Hold on. Oh, these guys. Salted butter caramels.
Now we're talking.
France's famous fleur de sel meets buttery sweetness. So it's got that salt.
Fleur de sel. Now these are not as hot. These are like I can squeeze these. These are softer than the
I basically that piece you gave me, I basically swallowed it whole. Yeah.
You're gonna grow a blueberry fruit tree in your tummy.
Oh, let's see here. So the salted caramel is so popular. You might think it's been around forever, but in reality, humans figured out space travel before they figured out how to make this iconic flavor. It was only in 1977 the confectioner Henry LaRue debuted the first salted caramel made with Brittany's famous sea salted butter, and then it exploded. By 1980, it was voted the country's best candy.
It exploded?
It exploded. And then in 2008, it had gone global by Haagen-Dazs and Starbucks.
It smells like the popcorn at the Caramel Kuch in the Germany
With
pavilion.
this bonbon, you'll taste the salted caramel and that started it all, and find out for yourself why this French flavor has stuck around.
So this is the original salted caramel.
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Who can't even say words right now?
I can't get it out of my teeth.
I'm
underwhelmed. It's a Werther's.
It tastes like the Werther's soft caramel.
It tastes like Werther's.
What's up with the old lady candy, France? You got butter cookies and Werther's. I'm only 43. I'm not ready for Werther's in my handbag yet.
I had to swallow that candy, baby.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Dang, you guys.
That's a lot.
Is that it?
That's
Is that
it.
like legit it?
So what was your favorite?
This chocolate truffle.
You've claimed it.
This chocolate truffle was
the
was
busted,
the best.
the busted ass beat up,
Yeah,
melted.
the melted chocolate truffle.
That was really good.
This thing.
That was really good.
And I mean the chips. I think the garlic chips were probably my
You
second
really
favorite.
like the garlic chips?
On the complete opposite, the sweet and the salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, the garlic chips are definitely my go-to second.
I like the garlic chips. I thought the onion were a little overpowering.
Empowering, yes.
I actually really liked the little butter cookies when I had it with the
when you put
fancy
that chocolate on there, that changed the game on both of those things for me.
These two together were freaking scrumptious.
Yeah.
Individually, the chocolate was yummy. This was a basic shortbread cookie.
When you put them together, though, that was a game changer for me.
This is my favorites together. That's what I'm down with.
Very cool.
Those were my favorites.
So you got put these guys together, not individually. Together, it's your favorite.
Together, when their powers combine, they're acid.
Okay.
And then I actually really like the garlic chips as well. I thought those were really good. What was your least favorite?
What did you think of these guys?
I mean, I'll eat them.
I do not like apricot. Do you remember?
I like apricot.
Do you remember not this past Christmas, but last Christmas when we got the Turkish Delight pieces?
And you had the apricot
and the
flavor,
apricot ones.
And you kept getting the apricot ones.
Yeah, I kept thinking I was getting the apple, and I kept getting the apricot. And I was just mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate these, but they're not phenomenal.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That's fair.
I would say these are my least favorite of all of them.
So I was about to say that too.
Because I actually kind of like these little cheese tubes.
Okay.
These are kind of yummy.
I'm indifferent about them. I could give or take.
I would munch them.
These guys are good, but I'm indifferent. You know, they're not a snack. They're you open the bag and pop one in your mouth.
You got to be craving a strawberry
It takes you like half an hour to get through.
Yeah, they're very firm. So I enjoyed this box, though. I thought this was a great box.
It had a lot of hills and valleys for me, but in the end,
it was an emotional roller coaster.
In the end, I'll give it a positive review.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, of course, you guys know that we will go through and we will fill out our official Universal Yum scorecard. And we'll post that on our Instagram. We usually tell them where to find the Instagram at. So
yes.
They know where to go.
Did it lock up? There it goes.
Here we are.
Okay, so first of all, you guys, if you guys are hanging out tonight, please give us a thumbs up. We would greatly appreciate it.
This is the thumbs up dance?
Yes. Give us a thumbs up. Secondly, you can find us on the Instagrams.
Yes.
Where did they move that? Okay. This is the Marvelous TNG Instagram right here. This is where we post everything related to whatever we do on YouTube and the other social medias. But if you want to follow us individually for what we each do on our own, you can always go to this one right here. This is, mostly my artwork. Anything personal that I'll post, like a daily life stuff like that, it's usually on the Marvelous TNG one. Yeah. But Gretchen posts all sorts of stuff on her Instagram, so go follow her. Yeah. She usually posts a lot of entertaining things. She hasn't been able to do her Karen rants recently because she's been at the main shop with her boss. Right.
We had a pipe explode at my shop, so my shop is out of commission for a few weeks. So I'm with my boss.
Yeah.
I got to be on my best behavior.
So, yes, happy birthday, Gretchen. Tomorrow is
you.
Gretchen's birthday.
Thank you.
So give you guys a hopeful schedule that we'll be able to stick to. Next Monday, we will have a video for you guys of when we went to Super RetroCon last weekend. Not this weekend, last weekend. And then Monday, I finally get to announce my art project.
Your art thingy?
My art thingy.
Your art thingy. Tim's going to show us his art thingy.
This is the thing that's been in the work for like 7 months. And so finally, it's going to happen.
Yay.
So I get to, also during that, we will be having somebody join us as well related to that project.
Ooh, so, I know nothing about any of this.
So next week is a video. After that is a live stream. We'll probably do some sort of unboxing, but I get to share some exciting news with you guys.
We'll have something exciting.
Then after that will probably be the video that we just took yesterday at Epcot.
Yes, we went to the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. We had a great time.
Gretchen's birthday, we had a bomb-ass meal.
Y'all, and you'll see it in the video, but we had the most incredible dessert at the San Daniel, and it was a whole freaking Aztec pyramid full of chocolate.
Why are you gonna ruin it? Don't ruin it.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
You're like, don't talk about what we did, and she's over here like, this is what I had. Yes, don't ruin it. The video will show all.
It's my birthday. I'll ruin it if I want to. All right.
We're gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
If you enjoyed watching our live stream, I'm cutting you off.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed watching our live stream, consider subscribing to our channel. It's free. And if you hit the notification bell, it'll let you know every time we post a video or when we're getting ready to go live.
That's right.
So that comes in handy.
And be sure to follow us on our Instagrams, like we said. And we also have a TikTok that we're lazy about posting to, but we'll post. We post to it.
We tick and talk once in a while.
Once in a while. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna get out of here. And once again, hopefully, I think if I get it edited, we'll have a video for you next Monday.
We'll be in the chat.
Regardless, we're down for a chat during the live video.
We'll have something for you on Monday.
So just stay tuned, and we'll keep you informed. Okay, guys? All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. We really appreciate you guys. I know it's the beginning of spring break. People had stuff going on.
Enjoy the spring break.
Those of you who took the time tonight to hang out with us in the chat, we greatly appreciate that. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.